and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News, episode 234. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here, and welcome back to another episode of WWE News and Rumors. It's been a minute since I've done these episodes, and I do have to say, I apologize. I've been running all over the country, it feels like. So, basically, I did the stuff for WrestleMania 35. I was in New York City, and that whole mess that entire week. It was just chaos. We did like a video talking about our experience, but it's like over an hour long and I have to edit it, so it's probably not gonna be up till next week. But right now, I'm still not home. I'm in Florida right now. So I went from New York City back home for like a day, and now I'm in Florida. I'm in Tampa, Florida. So I'll do a video here on the channel here soon, I guess. If it's not tomorrow, then the next day, about where the WrestleMania 36 location is and all that stuff. Because I'm here in Tampa, might as well go over to the stadium and see what it's like. Hopefully it's better than the New York City situation. I'm sure it is. But anyway, I gotta shut the hell up and jump into this episode. I just want to say, I'm not home, I'm in Tampa, but it doesn't matter. I'm back here to do WWE News and Rumors. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, the first news story. The first news story is about Kurt Angle. So, it's not really a rumor. He said this himself. So, Kurt Angle has said, coming out of retirement, like he's retired, like WrestleMania 35 was his last match, it was advertised as such, but he's like, if I was to come out of retirement, if I was to have one last match, I would want John Cena. I would have a match with John Cena. That's who I wanted for like the original opponent or whatever. So yeah, so John Cena versus Kurt Angle should have just happened from the get-go, but Kurt Angle said himself that he would be willing to come out of retirement to face John Cena. So there you guys have it. I think they should have done this from the get-go, but I don't know if they'll ever do this in the future, but I would like to see it just one last time. Come on, do it. But yeah, Kurt Angle said he'll come out of retirement if they'll let him face John Cena. All right, the next news story. The next news story is about Shinsuke Nakamura. So we have an update about his contract, and there was a rumor, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the news episodes where I've been talking about this, or maybe you heard it somewhere else. There's rumors going around that Shinsuke Nakamura was leaving the WWE, and he was letting the contract expire and all this other stuff. Well, WWE came at him with an amazing deal for a contract that he just couldn't refuse. So Shinsuke Nakamura has signed a new contract, and he is staying with the WWE for a little bit longer. All right, the next news story. The next news story is about Ronda Rousey. So I don't know if you guys have heard about her injury. So in the main event of WrestleMania 35, where she unfortunately lost her title, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. Personally, like Ronda, I was a big fan of her in the WWE, but I think it was the right move to put her on Becky. I was going for Becky during the match. And like Becky, just freaking amazing, completely on fire right now. But anyway, back to the stuff about Rousey. So she actually got injured during that match. She got some kind of hand injury. I'm not sure where in the match she got the hand injury. Literally, like, you can watch the match back and guess like a million times where it was, because there's just like a million spots she could have just like messed up her hand so bad. But anyway, she's actually having to have surgery on her hand. She just had hand surgery to fix her injured hand. That's crazy. But the best of luck to there. And as for a Ronda Rousey future stuff, we'll talk about in the rumor part of this video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and the final news story before I jump into the rumors, it's about Dean Ambrose. So Dean Ambrose, as we all know, is leaving the WWE. His contract expires like, what is it, like in another week or something? There was rumors like he was going to be on Raw this coming Monday. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know why they would. Like, Monday, they're focusing on the Superstar shakeup, and obviously they can't really draft him anywhere since he's leaving, so I don't think he's going to be on Raw. But anyway, the news part of this is WWE, they've offered him a lot of money to stay. If you guys don't know the amount, they offered him a $7 million contract to stay, and he said, no, it's not about the money. And then after that, I guess AEW offered him a deal, basically the same amount. I think they offered him like $6 million, a little bit over or something. But he's not worried about the money. I think personally, like my personal opinion, I think he's just like, I don't want to say like a deal like CM Punk, but I feel like he's just like kind of burnt out. He's like bored. He's just frustrated. You know what I mean? And he's just like, I'm done with this for a little while. And you just need like a break. I do believe Dean Ambrose will be coming back to the WWE. I just think he's burnt the hell out. He just needs a little break, and he'll be back. So Dean Ambrose fans, try not to cry your eyes out too much. He'll be back, I promise. So you guys have it. That is all the news stories, and now we're gonna jump into some juicy rumors. Okay, the first rumor is actually about AEW. I know this shouldn't be in WWE news, but it kind of should, because AEW is like their biggest competition right now, even though they haven't really, I don't think they've even had the show. Have they had this show yet? I'm sorry, I've been like isolated ever since Mania. I don't know what the date is. I know it was sometime in April, so I don't think it's till next week though. I'm not too sure, so I apologize. But anyway, AEW, they're working on a TV deal, right? They have to get on TV if they're going to be any type of like competition at WWE. And apparently they're talking to a company that's pretty like high up and WWE actually used to work with, so like, it's possible there's competition there. They're actually talking about putting AEW on TNT, like TNT network. Like WWE used to be on TNT network, and that's just crazy. Like, that's a mainstream like network. It's not like putting them on something that you've never heard of. Like I don't know, but there's like some weird like networks like TNA used that I never even heard of and I didn't get, and I'm like I don't know who gets this, but I don't. But TNT, that's a high up network, and it looks like there could be competition to WWE. I don't know. I know they haven't really like had shows yet to kind of be like, yes, we are way better than WWE, but they have potential, and it's looking pretty damn good, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor is about Ronda Rousey. So basically, Ronda Rousey, she's like gone, right? Obviously for the hand surgery, but I think the plan was to take her off TV even if she didn't, you know, get injured or whatever. So basically, Ronda Rousey, as for like a return for her in the future, I mean, obviously she has to let her injury heal, but even like before the injury, like I said, they already had this planned out, and it looks like she's gonna be returning at the Rumble, and they're gonna be building up to WrestleMania 36. And we actually already have a match for her for WrestleMania 36 rumor. Sorry, spoiler alert, and don't think this is going to happen because we're a whole year out. Like, plans changed like that really, really fast, so it could change a million times before WrestleMania 36. But as for the current plan, they're planning to do finally a one-on-one match for the title between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. So Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, I don't know if they're going to be main eventing again, but finally a one-on-one match. Like a lot of people said it should have been this year, but you know, Charlotte Flair fans, I guess they just added to it, all the excitement from all the fans and stuff. But anyway, that's the rumors about Ronda Rousey. I don't know if they're true. We're just gonna have to do my catchphrase and wait and see. All right, the next rumor is about Sasha Banks, and I guess we're gonna throw Bayley into this too. So Sasha Banks and Bayley, so the former the former women's tag team champions. Of course, they lost their titles at Mania, but there's been a lot of rumors going around, and I haven't done a news episode since before Mania, unfortunately, because I've been traveling all over the place. It's been chaos, and I hate that, but I'm here in Florida, and I'm still doing the news episode. I've found time in my day to do this, and I just want to say, for Florida, I am doing vlogs down here, so there's going to be vlogs here on the channel, so it's not like I'm just here, just like sitting here in Florida doing nothing. I'm doing vlogs for you guys and just trying to like relax after the whole New York City chaos. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Sasha Banks and Bayley. So they lost the titles at Mania. Apparently they didn't know they were losing the titles until like the day of Mania, so they were very upset. They're like, we thought we were gonna make these titles legit, we were gonna hold on to them for a while, have some cool matches, defend them and all that, and just took them away. And like, there's rumors going around, I don't know if any of this is true, that they were apparently throwing a fit backstage about it after they lost the titles. And by throwing a fit, I like, in my mind, when I think the wrestler is upset because they lost the title, they're like, what the hell, why did you make me lose the title? But apparently they were laying on the floor. They were laying on the floor, screaming like a toddler. I don't know if this is true, like no disrespect to them, because I don't know if it was true or not. And I've met them both, and they both are very nice, so I like, this just sounds ridiculous. It doesn't sound like anything real, but maybe there is some truth to this. Maybe they were sitting on the floor just kind of like talking amongst themselves, or maybe they were trying to talk loudly so other people could hear them, or maybe they were actually throwing a tantrum like toddler. I don't know. I don't think the tantrum thing, because I don't think they're like that, but I don't know. There's been rumors going around for a while, and Sasha just doesn't help the rumors, because she just like teases it on Twitter and stuff, and she does publicly show her like just I don't know what the word I'm trying to find here, just her just not being happy with the WWE anymore. So there's been like rumors going around like Sasha Banks is leaving the WWE and all this, and it looks like that there's rumors about Bayley leaving the WWE now, that they're both completely unhappy, they're upset, they're pissed off, and they just want out. And there was rumors that Sasha Banks was like talking events after Mania, and she almost quit WWE right on the spot or whatever. I don't know. If they leave, good luck to them on the independents or AEW. Like, AEW is a good thing. Like, leaving the WWE before AEW is like a scary thing, because it's the whole independent scene. I mean, it's gotten better in the past few years with like, you know, the Bullet Club and guys like that, Cody Rhodes and stuff like that, like, you know, doing well outside the WWE. But now there's AEW is like, oh, well, I don't have to stay here. There's a company that's probably going to beat you guys, AEW. I'm going to end up screwing you guys. So there's options there, and I could honestly see them leaving, but we're just going to have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about The Undertaker. Okay, so The Undertaker, so he like officially like retired this year, said he was retired, but he's going to do like bookings for like signings and stuff. And then apparently there was rumors going around Vince McMahon was upset about that, and he wanted him to be at Mania. But Undertaker didn't want to be at Mania, so he tried to convince him, and Undertaker was actually at Mania even though he didn't come out, he was backstage. Then Vince somehow convinced him to be on Raw after Mania, as we all saw. And yeah, there was just a lot. But anyway, this is actually, I want to say, pretty close to being confirmed. Undertaker, somehow Vince McMahon was able to get the Undertaker to sign a new contract with the WWE. And this is actually a wrestling contract. It's not like just an appearance contract, just a Legends contract or anything like that. It's actually like a wrestling, like, he's a wrestler contract. And here's the thing, like, that's great news. Undertaker, somehow he was able to get him to come out of retirement. I guess he's coughing up the big bucks for this. But there's a rumor going around. I have no idea if this is true. All I know is, yes, he did sign a new contract, and yes, it is a wrestling contract. But there's a rumor going around that goes on top of all this that says it's not just a normal wrestling contract. It's not like a part-time wrestling where he'd appear once a year or whatever. This contract is a full-time wrestling contract. Like, he's gonna be on, I don't know, Raw or SmackDown, like, I don't want to say every week, but he's going to be there a lot. He's going to be like a full-time wrestler. I don't know if it's true or not. All I know is Undertaker, he said he was retired earlier this year, and now he's signed a wrestling contract, so Vince McMahon convinced him somehow, if it's with money or whatever, I have no idea. But I don't know about the full-time thing. We're just going to have to wait and see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I am talking about in this video. It is about the Mr. guy who owns WWE. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it's about Vince McMahon. Okay, so Vince McMahon, there's a rumor going around that he's been like on edge like these past few weeks, like he's just been kind of like being an asshole kind of. So apparently, now there's a bunch of things I want to talk about this whole thing, because there's like a crazy stuff going on. But the first thing isn't really something I would blame on Vince, because I'm not treating Brock like nice either. So Brock Lesnar apparently, when he got to the stadium for Mania, I guess because he doesn't watch the show or no one told him or something, he thought he was the main event. I don't know. And this is legit. This isn't like something for TV. This isn't like entertainment. This is legit. What happened? He got to the place and like he got in an argument with Vince McMahon. It was like cussing Vince McMahon out because he wasn't in the main event. He was like, I'm Brock Lesnar. I'm the Universal Champ. I'm in the main event of WrestleMania. Come on. And he just didn't understand. He's like, women, why are they made? That doesn't make any sense. But that's just how Lesnar is, and that's why his match was actually first, because he cussed out Vince McMahon. He's like, well, if I'm not gonna be the main event, I'm not staying here and watching this crap all night. I'm the first match, and that's, he went out the first match and had the first match, as we all know, and that wasn't supposed to be the first match. It was actually supposed to be the match before the main event. But Lesnar just got like frustrated. He's like, what? Well, I'm not the main. I'm leaving. So. Him and Vince McMahon, I guess, aren't on the best terms right now. But yeah, it's crazy. But you know, that's the first thing. Vince McMahon getting in like a big, huge argument. I wouldn't necessarily blame Vince for that one. But the things I do blame Vince for is so Mania, he fined referees. He fined the referees who worked for him like after Mania, like the next day. He fined them money because they messed up. This isn't like play money. Like, he's finding these referees like a lot of freaking money. And I don't know how much they're making for Mania. Hopefully they're making money from Mania, and Vince isn't just like stealing back all the money he paid them. But basically, like the ref for the main event of WrestleMania 35, yes, he did mess up. Like I guess the rule with referees is they're supposed to pretend like wrestling, like they're supposed to call the match like it's an actual fight. Like, if you see something and it's obvious that you see it, you can pretend you didn't see it because you saw it. And it's like you just like he messed up and he like counted the 3 when Rousey's shoulder was up or whatever, and it was just kind of mess up. And like main event Mania, like I understand finding someone a little bit, but he fined him like thousands of dollars. He fined him a lot of money, and he also fined the referee from the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. And it's just like, why are you finding them? And they got apparently some big argument backstage about it. And also, here's some other things supporting that Vince McMahon isn't in the best mood currently. This is a backstage creative member, I'm not sure what thing, but Robert Evans, he quit the WWE. He actually quit because Vince was apparently upset that his name was mentioned at the Hall of Fame ceremony in one of the speeches. That's kind of messed up. Why were you so pissed off about that? And he basically left. And this one is kind of surprising. Road Dogg, Brian James, so he has stepped down. He was the head writer, like the head writer, producer, whatever, for SmackDown Live, and he has stepped down. And the whole reason for that, I mean, there's rumors going around and everything, but apparently, like, the main reason for that is because Vince McMahon, he just changes his stuff he writes like last minute without telling him or asking him or anything like that. He's like, well, I'm basically writing for nothing because Vince changed it last minute. Like, what the hell? And I don't know if there's some kind of like backstage argument that happened there either, but there's just like rumors going around that Vince isn't in the best mood, so hopefully like Vince like is able to control his emotions and keep his anger inside, because people are quitting, people are resigning, people are stopping, whatever. And if he keeps it up, I can see like some wrestlers being like, screw you, I'm leaving, or whatever, I quit, or I'm not re-signing, or all this. So I don't know what's gonna happen. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But there you guys have it. That is this episode of WWE News and Rumors. I do want to say I'm doing vlogs, like I said earlier, down here in Florida. Non-wrestling vlogs. It's kind of nice to switch things up every once in a while, but I do put a splash of wrestling in some of the vlogs. So like, we're gonna go check out like the stadium and stuff. But I'll put up a Florida vlog tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will check that out. And there'll be all kinds of content here on the channel this week. Like, there's gonna be wrestling videos, but on top of the normal wrestling videos, there's gonna be even more videos called vlogs here for Florida. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But this video was long as hell, so I'll let you guys continue on with your day. And thanks for watching. And what else do I want to say here? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a like. If you're in the channel, make sure you subscribe. Remember, it's absolutely free. Be notified when all my amazing content comes to the channel. If you're looking for tickets for any type of wrestling show, any type of sporting event, anything, concert, anything, you can use my code on SeatGeek. The code is just my last name. It's right down below. If you don't know how to spell it, it's just Hodge, Hodge at checkout, and it saves like 20 bucks off your first order. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll shut that all up and let you guys continue with your day. But just check out the vlogs and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys in the next video.